Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a little flip through of a deck that I haven't seen floating around like at all. So this deck is called Sirius Tarot, and I got it as a gift from my fiance. And we actually found this deck like by accident. We were looking for something on Etsy and this deck popped up and we were both blown away by the artwork. Also, I just want to apologize for the sounds of like sawing because there's nothing I can do about it. Our neighbors are like chopping some wood, preparing for winter, you know. So let's move on. So, as I said, we were both really amazed by the artwork, and this artwork is done by an AI, so it's not human-made per se, and I've never owned a deck like this before, and I didn't expect him to just get it for me, so it was a nice surprise. And we'll go through the deck. I put it back in order. So this is the backs. This is the backs. And it comes with a card, like a protective card, I guess, extra. I'm sorry about the ring light. I'm still getting used to it. So one thing I want to go through first is this deck came like packaged in a really cute, like packaging, and I think that my fiance had to get the guidebooks separately. I think they're sold separately. If you want, I can ask him for the link and include it in the description box below. So got the guidebook and got a little like drawstring bag, which is cute. So right off the bat, oh right, and I got a little citrine crystal with it as well. So that was an interest. That was cute. You know, you can see that there was some effort put into it, and it's actually made by like, you know, a small business or whatever. So I appreciate that. But first thing I need to mention is the guidebook. So if like I'm not yet completely decided on the like if I like the guidebook or not. It's definitely not a guidebook that will blow your mind away. It's not a guidebook that will give you some crazy information. If you're a beginner, then it's great. But yeah, and there are a couple of things that really bother me with this guidebook. So yeah, I was contemplating whether should I do this review or not, but I think that it's necessary. So let's take a quick peek into the guidebook. So nothing, you know, it says Sirius Tarot Guidebook, Let Your Light Shine, Merv and Denise. And I believe this deck is from Turkey. I'll have to check. So there's not a lot in this guidebook. You have, you know, descriptions of the cards. You have like a little intro thing, what you should do when you get your deck and whatnot. Then you have the Celtic cross spread, which right off the bat, when I looked at it closer, it's messed up. You know, you have the central issue or the present. I noticed throughout this book, and I'm not mad at this in a way, but then again, I kind of am. Like, I noticed in this book that there's a lot of like is this a proper word? Like grammatical issues and mistakes and whatnot. And if you're gonna be, you know, selling a product, you should be, you know, making quality checks. And if English is not your mother language, like it's not mine, have somebody check, you know, have somebody go through it and check for you. That's one thing. And another thing is, especially if you're going to be selling the guidebook separately. So yeah, what the fuck, okay? So you have central issue or present, aka the present. Then you have problem/obstacles, and then we get into the problem, because then card 3 is root of the issue, which I'm assuming it should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it should be like root of the issue, the past, the best that can come of situation, and then near future. But it's all messed up. So that. Then you have a little overview of the, minor arcana, the elemental properties, which is kind of cute. I like this. And it definitely adds like an interesting layer to the card meanings. And then you have like elemental combinations. It goes through the suit, so the fire suit combined with all the other elements and how they kind of affect each other. And I think that this could be good and bad at the same time, because I feel like the way they went about it was very like one way. So for example, here it says like fire, water. Opposing elements mean that they can weaken each other. Fire's drive and motivation is canceled out by water's emotions. Imagine having big ambitions and goals, but being weighed down by fears. So this could be the case, but it's also, each suit has both positive and negative cards. And I believe that, even in the elemental sense, they can complement each other, even if they're like opposing elements. They can balance each other out, so there can be better, balance in the situation, harmony and whatnot. So yeah, that's kind of, I wish there was, if they decided to put this in, I wish they, took into consideration a wider, range of possibilities, rather than limiting somebody who might be a newbie and, relying on this guidebook to just go about it one way. But hey, I guess everybody needs to do their work on their own as well. So that's that. And then we go straight into the descriptions. And, this is not a lot for one, like, major arcana card, right? But again, like, it's okay. If this guidebook was included with the deck, like, it would be fine. But, since it's not, it's just kind of, I don't know. It makes me mad. But let's forget about that. So, right. It tells you the element, the astrological association, the archangel, some keywords, and then you have like a small little like description, which I'm not going to be reading out loud because you can read it yourself. If you want to, you can pause the video. And it gives you a little bit for the reversed, and it's like this for every card. Some cards will have a little bit more. And like, if I was the one to purchase this, I probably wouldn't be getting a guidebook, to be completely honest. So what made me actually mad, besides the grammar problems and, like this, okay. First of all, the cards are switched. So you have the description for the 8 of Cups here, but you have the 7 of Cups card, like, image, and vice versa. Okay, whatever. We can live with that. It's a one, like, misprint, whatever. But then, this is, like, incidentally, this was the first card I pulled from this deck, so that's why I know. So, I mean, not this one, this one. So, the 8 of Cups. So, I go to read the description, right? And here's the description. When you think the grass is greener on the other side, it often isn't. A decision made in emotion. Oh, right. Sorry. So no, this is actually, no, what? This just doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, so let's just go with it. So this is actually the description for the 8 of Cups. A decision made in emotion is usually a mistake. The 8 of Cups from any other deck would leave us feeling a little on the low side. You may be planning to leave, you may think you're making the right decision, but under the influence of La Luna, can you be so sure? So it gives it like a little bit of a more negative, you know, tone to the card, which is fine. Like, you know, do your own work, do your own study, and learn more possible meanings, right? Then it says, Dancer 8 offers us hope instead of uncertainty disguised as it. The bright sun warms our face and shows us the potential of renewal. The grass is on this side and is part of the journey and not some elusive goal. Also, what the fuck is up with the grass all the time? I can see that the grass is also here in the Seven of Cups description. Like, I don't know. So there is joy in this journey. Again, Dancer 8 isn't leaving under cover of darkness nor under a cloud. She knows her decision is the right one for her as she is guided by the sun and its promise of renewal. In her heart and mind, she knows it's where she's meant to be. Following the beacon in her soul, freedom is before her. So, Dancer 8, if you've been in the tarot world for a hot minute, then you know that the Dancer 8 is actually the 8 of Cups from the She Tarot. Now, this made me fucking furious because my first thought was, well, you know, this means that maybe this is copied from the description, you know, from the guidebook, you know, for the She Tarot. So I asked a friend, because I don't have that deck, I asked a friend to take a photo, and it wasn't copied. But like, why the fuck? Why? Like, I don't understand. Why? I don't know. So I just flipped through a couple of other descriptions and whatnot, and there's a lot of referring to other decks, to other, you know, I don't know, which is fine, but again, totally unnecessary and has literally nothing to do with the imagery in this deck. So, guidebook, yeah, I don't know, not necessary if you're a newbie, I guess, but, you know, yeah, I don't know, it just made me mad, so here we are. I prefer if I didn't get the guidebook at all. So let's get into the artwork, shall we? So this is what the backs look like, and you get this little card as like an extra or whatever. And let's get into it. So I'm gonna be maneuvering a little bit around my ring light, so excuse me for that. So here we go with the Fool. I really like this Fool. It's a really vibrant card. It gives me the vibes of, you know, somebody who is actually manipulating the energies around them to create whatever they want to create. And, you know, you can associate the different colors with different elements and whatnot. Then we have the Magician, which is a little bit more abstract. And this is one of the cards that kind of gets repeated. You'll see when we move on. Like, not repeated, but you can tell that if you ever worked with an AI, if you just refresh the page with the same, like, description, instructions, or whatever, it gives you, like, a similar image, but not the same. So that's what this card is with a couple of other ones. But still, although this gives me more the Emperor vibes, but... So see, this really fucking confused me. So this gives me the Magician vibes, not the Fool vibes. And this gives me the Emperor vibes. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. This deck is confusing. Like, I wish just the... like, if I want to read this deck, I would read it, like, without any, like, necessary tarot association. So this would be, like, the Magician for me, because, like, he gives me the Magician vibes. But okay, whatever. Let's move on. So, the Fool. This is the Magician. I don't know. As I said, gives me the Emperor vibes. High Priestess. Beautiful. I love this High Priestess. Like, she really gives me this ethereal vibe. Like, she's like standing in front of the gate into some parallel dimension, and in front of her is this gaping like void. I don't know, I love this. The Empress is also beautiful. So see, this is what I was talking about when I said that the artwork is just beautiful. So this is the Emperor, which also gives me Emperor vibes, and this is definitely some big Emperor energy. So I might have to just like work around with the Magician and just see what he's all about. The Hierophant. Interesting. Like, I don't know if I can comment on every card, but yeah. The Lovers. I like this. So, see what I was talking about? So this, for example, you can tell that the Hierophant and the Chariot, which, by the way, I don't know how this has anything to do with the Chariot, but alright. How this has actually been the same description, but just refreshed in terms of artwork. So the Chariot, it does have like this flaming like circle wheel thing, which does have a more dynamic energy in terms of movement. But yeah, and I feel like this is also what was kind of done with the Magician here. I don't know, we'll see. This is Strength. I love this Hermit. Like, it's like a micro universe within this crystal ball or whatever it is. The Wheel of Fortune, a very beautiful card. Justice. Hangman. And this is also one that I'll have to sit with and see what he has to say. This feels like a doorway. Death. I am obsessed with this Death card. Like, how freaking gorgeous is this? And I'm sorry this is gonna be a long video, but fuck it. That's just how I roll. Temperance. Also very beautiful. I love it. It gives me the energy of that first snow when it's still like, you know, all poofy and soft, and yeah. The Devil. I also am not sure how to interpret this, but yeah. The Tower is just a tower. But I don't know, maybe something is about to happen with this energy field opening up behind. I don't know. Star. Beautiful. The Moon. The Sun. Gives me Icarus vibes. Judgment. It does seem like she's growing into some other form, perhaps. The World. Ace of Pentacles. So the Pentacles get pretty repetitive as well. in terms of, you know, a bunch of coins. But okay, like I can work with this because there are two sides to every coin, right? Three of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Four of Pentacles. And now you'll see the repetitiveness. Although I can appreciate that there is difference in color. And just in general vibes. So I could work around that. So we have Four of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Which, you know, on the other hand, they both have a similar vibe in terms of the meaning. Because the Four of Pentacles is like, to me at least, it's like this illusionary lack. And the Five of Pentacles is a very real lack of resources and abundance. So it's almost like two sides of possible situation. Six of Pentacles gives me a vibe of balancing. Giving, receiving makes sense. Then Seven of Pentacles, again, pretty similar. But also, like, right here, to me, like, I'm not sure what they went for here, but it reminds me of, you know, that in February or, like, early March, when there's still frost on the ground in the morning, but they're, like, plant life is trying to come through. This is what this reminds me of. Eight of Pentacles. Again, very similar. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Page. Knight. Queen is gorgeous. King also. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. A little bit confusing with the, you know, I don't know. But then you have Three of Wands with just one. But it seems to be like ejaculating something. So I guess there's progress. So there we go. Four of Wands. Very pippish. Five of Wands. This reminds me of like a writing quill, like feather or whatever. But also there could be, you know, interpreted of this. There could be the interpretation of this conflict, like friction sort of going on, because you have like this more red fiery energy, and then you have this more like airy, watery, ethereal sort of thing going on. I don't know. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. This Seven of Wands really works for me because, I don't know, it gives me this energy of intrusion. So, you know, a big, how do you say it? Fuck, I forgot how to speak English. A big focus on, you know, setting boundaries and whatnot. Eight of Wands. I don't know. Nine of Wands. So this to me is like transcending your own physical boundaries. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight. Queen. King. I love the Six of Cups, very beautiful. Two Two of Cups. 3. Like, still, again, like, quite pippish. 4 of Cups. Yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed by this, but again, like, it's different when you're, like, looking through them in order. And when you have them all, like, shuffled and mixed and you actually do a reading, so I'm hoping that it will work better. This reminds me of the Temperance card. Page of Cups. Knight. Sorry, I got a package, so I had to go grab it. So, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, a very airy King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, 3, 4, and like, I don't know, you know, I don't know. 5 of Swords, again, like, what am I supposed to read from this? 6 of Swords, 7, 8, like, the swords really suck. Let's be honest, like, the swords suck ass, okay? 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, which is very similar to the 10 of Wands, Page, Knight, Queen is gorgeous, and King. So yeah, that was it. Sorry for the long video, but yeah, I just wanted to share, and like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on the guidebook thing and on this whole deck? Like, I don't know, I like the artwork. I really love the artwork, but I think that they're a little bit too repetitive. I think they got super lazy with the minors. I don't know. I think it's just a shame, because I feel like this could be amazing. Like, this could blow our minds if they took the time and haven't been lazy with the minors. And you know, if you try to play with an AI, you'll see it's not that like simple. It's not like you don't know what the image is gonna be like, so you really have to play around with the description and the words you're using and everything, and then you could be like staring at your screen for like hours and just get a few images that you actually like. And then again, they need to, like, if you're planning to make a deck, they need to like all kind of jive together and, you know, be at least a little bit consistent, you know, in terms of artwork and style and whatnot. So I know it's not simple, and I'm not trying to, it's lacking, and I'm not trying to, you know, diminish the work that went into this, but I just think it could have been done better. And that's my honest opinion. And of course, I'm gonna keep the deck, and I'm gonna try to play with it and use it and see what happens. Maybe I'm gonna be blown away anyways. And I'm enjoying the artwork, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do an update whenever I feel like it, if I do. So let me know of your thoughts down below, and what's up with the guidebook thing with the Dancer 8 and whatnot. Like, I don't know. That makes me kind of mad. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.